Hola, I'm Kathleen Evans, International Living's Coastal Costa Rica correspondent, here on the ground in Costa Rica, reporting about the measures and mandates in place for Costa Rica during this COVID-19 crisis. Now, I've made a few notes because we've got a lot of information to share with you. As of this taping, Costa Rica has less than 200 cases and only 2 deaths, although of course the numbers are changing rapidly. Now, I want to applaud the Costa Rican government because they put measures into place fairly immediately to nip things in the bud here. On March 16th, they declared a national state of emergency. That goes through at least April 12th, which is Easter Sunday. On March 18th, we closed our borders to visitors by land, air, and sea. Now, there are some flights that are still trickling out of Costa Rica, but we urge everybody to check with their airlines because we're seeing mass cancellations across the board right now. Now, the borders are closed, and what that means is even if you have your permanent or temporary residency, if you leave the country, you could lose that status and not be allowed back in. This is to cut down on the cases of people who are leaving and returning and possibly infecting more of our population here. So, what's closed? Well, all schools are closed at least through April 12th, some of them indefinitely at this point. Our national parks are closed, our tourist attractions are closed. Any non-essential businesses are closed now. As of March 23rd, all of the beaches in the entire country are now closed through April 12th, okay? That will be reassessed at that time. Liquor sales in many of the municipalities are also shut down. We are mandated to shelter at home, but we can leave for essential things like shopping, for groceries, healthcare, banking, and that sort of thing. The country has also put a curfew in place from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., and only vehicles that are allowed on the street at that time are emergency vehicles or delivery vehicles. So what is open? Well, of course, our grocery stores are, our clinics, our pharmacies, and our banks at this time. Now, I live in the beach community of Tamarindo up on the northwest Pacific coast. We've been extremely hit hard by this virus, as have most of the beach communities here. Now, the Central Valley, not as much. However, everybody's feeling the pinch. In Tamarindo, an estimated 90% of businesses are touched by tourism either directly or indirectly. So with this shutdown, a lot of people are suffering, and we're seeing that up and down the entire coastal areas. It's eerie, it's quiet, and many of the homes and condos here are actually vacation rentals, or they're owned by part-time expats who have all gone back home. So it's dark, it's quiet, it's shuttered. And that is a little bit unsettling and unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this before. Now, we're keeping up with community updates through Facebook groups and through WhatsApp groups. So many of us do know what's going on in English and in Spanish. The community is coming together for those less fortunate. There are some fundraisers, there are food deliveries. So we're making the best of the situation and helping folks out as best that we can. Now, I'd like to take you on just a quick tour of town to give you an idea of what it looks like from the inside. So come along, and thank you. This is Tamarindo Beach. Normally at this time of year, bustling with activity. vendors, tourists, beach chairs, people surfing. And now it's beautiful, yet eerily quiet. The beaches are officially closed, and all of the beach bars and restaurants here have shuttered. Here is one desolately empty, waiting for the tourists to return. A stark reminder that the tourists have all gone. This is bustling Main Street in downtown Tamarindo, and these are souvenir and restaurant kiosks. All of them shuttered, all of them boarded up. Main Street, midday, a few bits of traffic, and otherwise complete silence. At every turn, we see a stark reminder of closures. Please, don't cancel your plans, just postpone them. In central Tamarindo, we have a skate park and a kiddie park. This is normally bustling with kids and families throughout the day. Now it's closed and silent. There are several small grocery stores in town. You can see Super Compro here. They're still open for business, and we have all the supplies we need. The only thing they're low on is hand sanitizer. But the rest of it, very quiet, and lots of shuttered businesses. Thank you for coming along on this tour. And we want you to know Costa Rica will be back in business again. So please, don't cancel your trip here. Just postpone it. We wish you health and safety wherever you're viewing from. And this is Kathleen Evans with International Living, wishing you a pura vida. Over and out.